light up the incense, wow. Namaste all you fragrant people, and welcome to Om Incense Show with DJ, a show that helps you increase your incense quotient. So if you are an incense enthusiast, consider subscribing. So today we have this Z Black Sandal Incense. I got this from Big Basket, and I have liked Z Black sandalwood incenses, sandalwood based incenses in the past, so I just thought might as well try it. So this is what we got. It's a nice all brown, a little bit of a gold kind of a thing here. It says Z Black Premium Sandal Flora Incense Sticks. This is what we have on top. On the back side, the thing is written in Hindi, Premium Sandal Flora Agarbatti. That's what it says in Hindi. It says Premium Sandal is a perfect way to start a new day. Super Sandal gives the fresh, pure, natural fragrances of fabulous parks into your prayer. I seriously don't know what they meant. Anyway, also available in Rose Park, Royal Musk and Fresh Scents fragrances. So this is what we have. This is what we have on one side. This is what we have on the other side. On one side it says Premium Sandal Flora Agarbatti MDPH. They say you can buy it on zblack.in. Made in India. It has the address and all of those stuff given here. On the other side we have this 45 grams of incense, which is for 65 rupees, and this is what we have. On both the openings it just says Z Black Sandal Incense. This is what we have. A nice incense. That's nice. Also on one side we have it written in Hindi also. That's what we have. What we get inside is this branded butter paper with a lot of masala on top and also inside it, and it has Z Black written all over it. This is what we have. If we talk of incense in terms of count, I think it's around what? I think 10-15 incenses, something like that. So this is what we have. A lot of masala. Be very careful when you open this pack. There's a lot of masala, and that's how we get it. Now the incense that we get is this brown colored incense, which has a lot of masala on top. It's handmade. It's comparatively thicker, compared to other incenses. For that matter, the dip incenses are thinner than these ones. The handmade ones are thicker and they are more fuller, and the imperfection makes them so beautiful. So this is what we have. It has a lot of masala on top, brown colored, and going by, so it's the normal 9-inch incense, but going by the matter that's there on the stick, going by its thickness, it's going to be there for around an hour plus. So I think around 65-70 minutes, or probably 75 minutes, something like that. It's going to be there for a long time. So if you are planning on doing a long puja, this one is going to be a good one for you. This is what we have. Oh yeah, and the beige, the bamboo core is yellow in color. It's like that. It's nice, sturdy, and we have a lot of masala on top. Lot. Surprisingly, the top note just smells citrusy to me. It has no feel of sandalwood to it. Yeah, the top note has no sandalwood feel to it. Just smells like citrusy something. So that's what the top note is. Now when we light up the incense, wow, the fragrance is really good. It has a nice sandalwood fragrance. Somehow, the top note was quite different, and when the incense comes to life, it actually has a very different fragrance. It has a very completely different fragrance profile from the top note. The top note was just citrusy something. You could barely smell sandalwood there. But once it comes to life, it's a nice sandalwoody kind of fragrance with a tone of rich sweetness to it. Yeah, it's that typical flora fragrance that we have, and nice rich fragrance. If we talk of the intensity, it's somewhere between mid and high. So it's not something which is like barely there kind of a fragrance. It is something that's going to make its presence felt. the strength of the fragrance is good, and it's between the high and the mid fragrance range. So basically, I think, if you're looking for an incense that's going to be there, that is going to diffuse to a large area, because this has diffused to my entire house, and given the capacity, given the opportunity, I think it's going to diffuse to a large area. The capacity of the diffusion is quite good. So if you want to light it up in a place where you want the fragrance to be diffused to a large area, and the strength of the fragrance has to be good too, probably if you have many people somewhere, or probably if you're having a puja outside somewhere, a marriage ceremony, some Satyanarayan Katha, something like that, Durga Puja, some other puja that you have, which is usually held outside, then this is going to be a good one, because it's going to diffuse to a large area with a nice strength. So even if there are many people, they would still find it, good. That's the kind of fragrance. Unless, and of course, sometimes some people are finicky about fragrances, that's a different thing. But usually in a gathering where you have some kind of a spiritual gathering, whether it's marriage or birthday or Grih Pravesh or any other puja that you have, this is going to be a good one. If we talk of retention, the retention was around 5 to 6 hours in my house. So if I had to light this up at night, I would get this fragrance in my house till the morning. Not quite as strong as it was when it was there, but you do feel that there had been a nice incense lit up in that space. So that's the kind of feel that you get. And for that matter, if you have a 5-star hotel, or if you have a restaurant or something, for that matter, any kind of shop that you have, you might just want to light this up, get a nice chandan feel to it with a nice rich sweetness to it. So if that's the kind of fragrance you like, or if that's the kind of fragrance that you had been looking for, you might just like this. This is quite a surprise. I wasn't expecting this, but I have had very good experience with Z Black Sandalwood incenses, and this MDPH, I've most of the incenses that they have, I think it's Mysore Development Mysore Deep Perfumery House, that's what it is. So this MDPH usually comes up with sandalwood incenses, and I've used their 10 rupees incense cones also. I've used their 35 rupees incense cones also. I've used this, which is for 65 rupees also. So if you really want to go for good sandalwood fragrance, I like MDPH fragrances mostly. I like the nice rich sandalwood note that they have, and this one is that nice wooden sandalwood note. This is not that sandalwood paste note which is there in the Parimal Sacred series. So that's also one of my favorite. And the other favorite of mine is Aurobindo Ashram incenses, the sandalwood ones, especially the cones, and there was one long incense from Aurobindo Ashram. So sorry for digressing. So this is what I like about this incense. I really like this Z Sandalwood incense, so I'm going to give it a star rating of 5. So that's Z Sandalwood with a star rating of 5. Okay, now the quiz that we had last time was, so that's the review for this time. Now the quiz that we had last time was, where is Nirmalya incense is based? So Nirmalya incense is another flower cycle incenses brand, and it's based in Kanpur, like Phool. So that's the quiz that we had last time. The quiz that we have today is, where is Help Us Green incense is based? That's the quiz for today. So I hope you enjoyed this episode and you learned something from it. If you think somebody else can learn something from it too, share it with them. If you liked it, give it a like. And thank you so much for watching this episode till now. Till we meet again next, take very good care of yourself. Namaste.